What you're about to hear could be the most important podcast ever created. But probably not. Welcome. It's the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
All right, are you ready for a story?
Yeah. Stories.
It is the most boring story ever.
Even better.
I love a boring story.
Perfect. Yeah, let's go.
My daughter Piper and I were away at Niagara Falls recently.
Yeah.
And we were going out to dinner. And do you realize, I won't say the name of the restaurant, but you'll figure it out. She's never in her life had a bloomin' onion.
Oh.
Whoa.
Really?
Ever.
That would make two of us. I have also never had a
Actually-
blue
Oh
onion.
my God.
You know what? I think I've only had like one or two, but I love them. Like I need to have more of those in my life. Is there a restaurant that does it better than anybody else? Is
Apparently,
that why?
there's one in
Okay.
the States apparently
Yes.
that does it
All
really
right.
well. Can't remember the name of it.
But this was going to be her first experience. I'm like,
Yeah.
giddy up.
Yeah.
And so, when was the last time any of you were in Niagara Falls?
It's been a while.
During
not
COVID.
that long ago.
We went during
Okay.
COVID. It was a ghost town. We were the only people there.
So I opened the menu at this restaurant, and I was just looking at like a salad to start.
Sure.
Yeah.
For a salad, it was $32.
Stop
Yeah.
it.
I kid you not, for a
Yeah.
Caesar salad. And
No.
I realized, oh yeah, last time I was in Niagara Falls, they can charge whatever they
Yeah,
want.
Niagara Falls
and
is
it's
insanely
insane.
pricey. Even
Yeah.
a lot of the
Oh.
hotels there, they give you a deal. They're like, and so you get the room, and you get $250 worth of
Yeah.
a voucher
Yeah.
for dinner.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, this is good. We're gonna have
Yeah.
a great dinner.
Yeah.
And then the appetizers are $78.
That's wild.
It was
Guys,
crazy.
I'm telling you, we went during COVID. We might have spent $90 for a room overlooking the falls. We were at the falls alone. There was
Yeah.
no one
But
else
that
at
was
the
in the
falls.
height of COVID,
It was
Exactly.
like the peak of COVID. Like
Yeah.
the peak of COVID.
That was
But-
the time to travel. I
no
hate to say it.
True.
Anyway, we didn't get the bloomin' onion.
Oh,
It was just because we wanted
couldn't
food,
justify
and
it.
I just couldn't justify
Yeah.
spending that amount of money. So what they have on the menu is like a chicken coated with the bloomin' onion batter
Yes.
or whatever. So I
Okay.
got that instead.
Okay, more
And
filling.
Was it
It was
good?
delicious.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I even let my daughter try the chicken. So.
But you know what? Her streak stays alive, as would mine. No bloomin'
No,
onion.
you guys, you gotta let go of streaks, man.
Yes.
Streaks, it's not a thing. No one cares about your streak except for you guys.
Exactly.
That's correct.
And the biggest thing is you need to let her know that really the onion is just a vehicle for the sauce.
That's true.
Yeah, it's true. And
Yeah.
there was delicious sauce
yeah.
on the side
I
as
know,
well.
I know.
You bring up great points.
Thank you.
I should have
Thank you.
FaceTimed you.
Yeah.
Spend the
You know,
money.
I got to tell you, honestly, the last time I was in Niagara Falls, it was the first time. I had never been before, and this
Okay.
was only like 2 years ago.
Oh.
I did FaceTime you.
Oh my God, you did.
I did.
That's right from like the busy downtown
Yeah.
sort of like,
Why?
yes, that's
I
right.
FaceTime. I said, Jenny, when was the last time you took Rory here? And she said, I never took him
Never
here
took
before.
him. Yeah.
I said, this is a Jenny and Rory experience.
Yes, yeah, we need to
You
go.
had a streak of FaceTiming from Niagara Falls,
Oh,
and
no.
you ruined it.
Mahler!
Oh.
Go back.
I also have to tell you quickly, when I FaceTime Jenny, she answered it from about 20 feet away because she wasn't wearing makeup or anything. She was like, what do you
Oh
want?
God, I was not expecting this.
It's like Friday at 9. What do
Yeah.
you need? Why are you FaceTiming?
She was awake at 9?
I
That's
know.
crazy. Wow.
I know.
All right, let's get going with the Hot Tub Podcast.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Well, we're very transparent here on the Morning Hot Tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Yes.
And I feel as though you guys are not only my coworkers, but my very good friends.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
I would almost say you're my best friends, and I don't have a lot of
Absolutely.
friends.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
thank
with
you.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're always honest with each
Sure,
other.
Yes.
sure.
Always.
Sure.
And when we say something on the show, I hope that we mean what we say.
Yeah, and I think for the most part we do. I would
yeah.
say without fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, if someone says something and doesn't actually like follow up, I think we should call that out.
I
Yeah.
think so. And, you know,
As
I
a
think
show.
we would all appreciate it.
Yeah.
I mean, if I ever did something and I didn't follow through, I would welcome
Right.
you calling me out on
It's
it.
constructive criticism.
It
is what
is.
it is.
And
yeah.
Brady, you feel
boy.
the same way. Mahler, I'm sure you do.
Strongly,
Jenny,
yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Jenny. Yeah. Recently, as recent, I'm going to say as maybe even last week,
It was last week, yeah.
we had a conversation where you said, I'm going to dial back my spending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure that I just don't buy things I don't need.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I believe the exact words she said was, what was it? Not frivolous spending. Was it impulse buying,
Yeah.
perhaps?
Impulsive
Not
spending.
gonna do. Not
Yeah.
gonna buy things you don't
Yeah,
need.
and you gave a list
Yeah.
of some items.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you really said, guys, you'd be so proud. I haven't bought one thing
Yeah.
on Amazon
Yeah.
this week. and-
Nothing.
So good.
Yeah.
And something you have a really hard time buying is rugs.
Yeah. Now, we have a listener that has contacted the show because apparently the listener can be more open and honest with us than you can.
I guess so. Yeah, it seems that way. Yeah.
No way.
So, would you like to now confess? We need to say nothing else. Is there anything you'd like to confess to not only us but the entire city?
I bought another rug.
Jenny, why? Why?
You have too many rugs. Your basement is full of rugs you're not using.
No, but it wasn't the right. Listen, we had a little mishap with our little Lloydie, and we had a white rug, area rug in the front room, and Lloyd had some barfing issues, and I just couldn't get past
I
it.
have a
I tried
question.
to get it
Get
out
a
with the green
cleaning
machine.
supplies,
we did.
man.
We
Like-
got the green machine out. It wasn't coming out, and it stained
Should
it.
use Folex. It's good stuff. But another thing you could have done is gone down to your collection of area rugs that are not
Right.
being used in the
It wasn't
basement.
the right size. I have a lot of runners. I don't have a lot of area rugs that fit
So
that.
not only, look, we're not even going to go any further on this because we knew this was going to happen.
Sure.
But here's where we have a real problem.
Yeah.
And I think society has a problem at large as
Yeah.
well. It's not just you, Jenny.
Yeah.
You were seen loading this rug into your car with your son.
you're
You are
dragging him into
now
this.
you're now implicating him into all of your impulse buying, and you're leading him down a path
Yeah.
where he's going to be doing the same stuff.
You are not so funny. Yeah, I think he has an addiction to rugs too.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm not kidding. We have an unfinished basement, right? So any rugs that I move from one space to another, I put downstairs, and I set up a nice little gaming area for him and his buddies and whatever else. He's like, Mom, I really need another rug for the other end of the basement.
No, Jenny.
What
Now,
have you
were you
done?
buying a lot of rugs when he was in the womb? Do you think it may be
I've
transferred?
been rug buying for years.
Yeah,
Like, if Derek loses his hair, is he getting a toupee? Is that what's gonna
probably.
Oh my God, I can't believe I got
So
busted.
is it true that one of our listeners saw you and your son
Yes.
loading a rug into a trunk?
It's true.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
Jenny!
we knew it.
Hey, Brady,
Oh,
give her the
God.
number. We're going to call and get you help. It's okay. This is an intervention.
Jenny, your rug buying has affected me in the following ways.
1-800-GOT-RUGS.
It is ridiculous.
No,
I
they
know.
might deliver more rugs.
you're
Brady.
right.
No. That's not a number to give her right now.
Anyway, shout out to Nathan for being our
that's
eyes
so
on the street.
funny. I wish I could have met Nathan. That's too bad.
He was embarrassed for you.
He was, yes.
Don't do it, Jenny. Don't do it. Oh God.
He so wanted to think it was somebody else, but no, it was you. It was you.
Oh, it looks really good though. Where I put it.
If you can isolate that clip, too.
Yeah, I'll hang on to that.
Jenny, I just have a question.
Yeah.
Are you finished? Or are you going to buy more rugs?
Rush, you know the answer.
I think I'm finished for now.
Oh,
For now, what does that mean?
I don't have anywhere else I need a rug.
What if Roarington says, hey, Mom, I need a space, there's basement filled with a
he
rug.
did.
yeah.
He did say that. And I
And?
didn't buy him a rug,
okay.
even though they
Yet.
were like $40 off. I thought about it.
You didn't buy it, so you're definitely going to buy
I
it.
didn't buy it.
Yet.
If it went like a little bit, no, I'm not buying him a rug for the basement. There's enough.
Rory, if you're listening, it's Uncle Mahler. If you need a place to stay tonight, I've got a couple rugs in our garage. If you want to break away from Mom for a while and figure things out, come on over.
He's like an addict. Rugs. You have more rugs.
Oh, I've seen those rugs.
We can pile 3 or 4 on top of each
Oh,
other.
boy.
Make a little rug bed for you.
Don't you tempt him.
And I'm sure Uncle Rush and Uncle Brady will take you in as well.
Absolutely. We've got rugs.
Sure, we got rugs for days. In fact, I have Jenny's rug. She gave me an old
I know
rug.
your rug.
Yeah.
He gets in the fetal position on the rug and cries out for his mom.
I'm home, baby.
Ma!
Oh God, I can't believe it.
All right. Well, there you go,
Oh,
Jenny.
that's very funny.
Well, no, it's not funny.
No,
not.
it's
This is
not.
serious.
It's not.
Serious, yeah.
But it is the equivalent of like somebody catching me buying drugs in some alley
Yes.
or something.
Yeah,
You know,
it is.
Here I
It
am
is.
buying a rug and I get ratted on.
Do you acknowledge that you have a
I
problem with rugs?
absolutely have
Okay.
a rug problem. I know.
Okay.
I know.
All
I
right.
just don't know. There's no groups for that.
You could start one.
Rugs
Anonymous.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Who here owns Crocs? Do you guys own Crocs?
I do not.
No.
I'm not allowed.
No. Well, do you think
want
they're
to,
so
but
ugly
I'm
they're
not allowed.
cool? Like, do you think they've crossed over now? Because they're popular again.
I mean, I guess, but
Well, new Crocs that look like the character Shrek are suddenly the hottest footwear on
Oh
the
my
planet.
God, I have to talk to my wife.
Yes, you can do it. And no one even owns a pair yet. They went viral after photos hit the internet recently. According to Google, they've been a top trending search over the last week or so.
Yeah.
They're normal lime green Crocs, but the back strap is furry to look like his brown vest, right?
They look
and
amazing.
they come with gibbets, the little gibbets that you
Yeah,
stick
yeah,
on
yeah.
top that look like his ears and nose. Crocs say the kids version will cost $50 and adult sizes will be $60. They'll hit the Crocs website in select stores on Wednesday. It's not clear why they're doing it now, but a fifth installment of the franchise is supposedly in the works.
Okay,
the
that
original
makes
Shrek
sense,
movie.
yeah.
The original came out over 20 years
Yeah.
ago,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
And still holds up. Still a
it's
great movie.
it's such a good movie.
An ode to Smash Mouth, perhaps.
Maybe that's it,
Oh,
yeah.
maybe.
Who recently passed
Yeah.
away. I think there are so many different types of Crocs now that don't look like Crocs, by the way.
Right.
That's true.
Yes.
They have like lines and lines of just regular
Oh, they have
looking
sandals,
shoes.
running
Yeah.
shoes, that kind of
Exactly.
thing for sure.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
I do have a pair of Crocs then. Yeah, I
Oh.
do. Yeah, I mean, they don't look like the Crocs like this.
the
They
holes
just
in it?
they look
Yeah.
like regular shoes. But yeah, they are a Croc brand. I got
Okay.
them because they were very comfortable in the store.
Yeah.
And then I wore them the next day and thought, these are horribly uncomfortable. And they're sitting in a closet. Yeah.
No.
Do is it one of those things like Birkenstocks where you have to work them in? They're like incredibly uncomfortable when you first get them, but then
Yeah.
once you work them in, they're like,
I don't
it's
think so.
beautiful.
I know what you're saying, but I
Yeah.
don't think that's the issue
No?
here.
Yeah,
I
those
just
are so
yeah.
comfy.
Would you wear them more often if they had the cast of characters from Madagascar
Well,
on?
obviously, yeah.
The
They
little
didn't
squirrel
have those
guy.
in my size.
Gibbets. Get your gibbets.
You got a little nut gibbet on it. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, I'm not buying the Shrek.
No, I'm not going to buy the Shrek ones, but I want good Crocs.
Why
Me
don't you
too, I
buy
want good
Crocs?
Crocs.
It's one of those that how often will I wear them?
Not often.
realistically?
In the backyard. It's all about the backyard. Don't you?
Yeah,
You have
we
Crocs.
do have them. We have like knockoff Crocs.
Oh.
They're not real.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
Your Crocs
knockoff.
are fake Crocs?
Yeah, they're
Crocs.
fake.
Oh.
Yeah,
And they're good
Crocs.
enough for the backyard, so
they're fine.
why would you buy real
And the
ones
only time
then?
we wear them is in the winter when we're needing to go into the
My
backyard.
kids wear Crocs to their sporting events.
Yeah, so does Rory.
'Cause
Rory
they
has
just
a pair.
slip on and off, yeah.
Exactly. Super easy, especially
Yeah.
like soccer where you still have your socks on. You don't want
Right.
to, Yeah, I get it. I don't hate the look of them though. Yeah, I really don't.
Yeah, they really did. They've grown on me.
Yeah.
I'm back and forth with them, honestly.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
I say I want them because it drives my wife.
Only if you wear them with socks.
Yeah, don't do
Although
that.
that's now a thing too.
That's totally a thing.
Of course,
People
it's a
say
thing.
it's okay
Brady
now.
would do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wear my slides with socks.
Yeah, and that's okay too. That's
sure.
also a trend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rush,
it's
you don't,
accepted.
you don't wear socks with your slides.
I don't wear
He doesn't wear
socks at
socks
all.
in general.
At all.
Yeah.
Like
No.
ever.
No.
Never.
No.
What are you wearing right now?
Flip flops.
It's so cozy though. If you're wearing like with the slides, especially if you're like camping or doing something
Right?
inside.
Yeah,
it's-
Agreed.
exactly. In the
Agreed.
fall with
Oh,
socks and
yeah,
slides.
Yeah.
It's so
Perfect.
cozy.
I said I'm getting Crocs. I'm getting real ones. It's happening.
Okay, me too. Let's
You
see
have
if
hot
we
feet with
let's get a
socks on,
deal.
though.
We
I don't
can
like
we
hot
can
feet.
share gibbets.
Oh, that's fun. We can trade.
Sounds gross.
Crazies.
I mean, it's
It
not,
does.
but it sounds it.
Are they expensive gibbets?
Yes.
Oh,
the
yeah.
like
Oh,
legit
yeah.
ones are. You can go on like Amazon and get a pack of 50 for $20.
Can you
Not that I would
design
know
your
that.
own gibbets?
I think you can.
We should get morning hot tub gibbets.
Yeah,
Oh,
we should.
Fun.
Oh, that's
I
that's
wanna
Just get a
get a-
logo
on
on
the
them.
list.
And
Yeah.
everything I love, like a golf ball and a tennis
Jenny, it would be
ball,
us.
cheese,
No.
No, it'd be our
a little
faces.
ghost. I know,
Yeah.
along with you guys, and then everything else
Or
I
just
love.
our little logo that would work too.
But I want to do more. I
I
want all the
want our
gibbets.
faces. I want my face on a gibbet.
So we're gonna
Okay.
each have a gibbet then. So there's 4.
No, and then the fifth, because they come in packs of 5. So the fifth
Okay.
one would be
Or
the logo of the
That
show.
works. Sure.
The
Okay.
logo. Okay.
Morning hot tub
And other
gibbets.
than the four of us wanting these, nobody else will want the
No,
gibbets.
so we have to design our
No,
own.
you know what?
Yeah.
I bet you if we open up the texting machine there, we'll have people say they want them.
I bet
I
some
don't
people
think-
would want morning hot tub gibbets.
I
My
don't think
mom would
so.
take
I mean,
some.
I think
Oh, Rory
I think
was.
a lot of
Sister
people would
Rory.
say they want
Yeah.
them, and then it comes down to buying. They'd be like, "Yeah, I'm not
Exactly.
buying that." But
Yeah,
you know,
these gibbets are $50
Yeah.
each.
Rory
No.
actually did our station numbers on his Crocs
Oh,
one
yeah.
day.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
excellent.
really neat. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Nice,
so I think
okay.
we could do it.
Yeah,
I
to,
think we
to
could
Rory
definitely
and Brady's mom.
Yes.
so you
And
think
the
it would
one
work because
person
your
that
son
texted
did that? Sure.
saying that they want them.
Custom gibbets. I'm on it, guys.
All right, thanks, Brady.
Yeah, we'll try to get this in time for like Christmas. You know, Croc season.
Yeah, exactly.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Hundreds of thousands of gallons of wine flowed through a small town in Portugal.
Have you seen this video?
Oh, it's
This is
insane.
wild.
Yeah.
So 2 huge tanks filled with red wine released their stores. And according to these videos, they show red rivers rushing down sloping streets. The inundated town is home to about 2,000 people. Local media estimated the flood to be about 2.2 million liters or 600,000 gallons, enough wine to fill approximately 2,933,333 bottles of wine.
I just picture Brady looking like the clown mouth at a mini putt course.
I mean, you're definitely taking a glass and having a little bit, right?
I feel like you're taking anything that will hold liquid
yeah.
and you're just...
Just filling up my bathtub.
Oh my God.
That's wild, though. But what a waste.
Yeah.
Like that
that is a
company.
You
lot.
can't drink any of it either.
No, I mean, it's dirt wine
It's
at this
dirt
point.
wine.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
You can definitely take
It's going
it.
through people's houses and stuff. It's not. No,
Yeah, but
you
you
can't.
filter it a little
worse.
bit.
Yeah.
Filter it.
Filter with what?
Throw it through a Brit.
Yeah. That's genius, Jenny.
It's probably not going to be then good wine.
Well, you'll give it a
It'll be
try.
fine. Yeah, you give it a whirl.
Just buy a
Wine is
bottle of wine.
expensive.
There's a
Rush and I will buy you each a bottle
Yeah,
of wine,
that
okay?
should do it.
But it's not. It's endless wine.
Exactly.
It's wine for forever. That
Yeah.
sounds amazing. And then it'll get better as it ages.
Yes.
Jenny,
It will
let's-
not get
we're
better as
traveling
it
to
ages
Portugal.
as it's
Start our own
just
company?
rolling down the road.
Buy your own bottles, cork it. yeah,
yeah.
I'm in.
Broken glass and
Yeah,
bikes
no.
and everything
Oh, the
else.
Brita will catch that.
Oh, that's tasty. There's a Band-Aid in here.
The bikes won't get through the Brita. It'll be okay. There was a garage sale near me recently, and I didn't see it, but my buddy saw it and said that this woman's moving, and she had like 140 bottles of wine or something that she had to give away. And so she had a sign that said free wine, and then she was selling all the stuff in her house, but people were coming by and just having like glasses of wine.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so fun.
I know. I got to find this woman.
Yeah. See, I'm watching the video.
No, Brady, you don't. You don't
You
need to
just
find
need to
her.
get married and settle down right now.
You do.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Wedding wine.
Oh my God.
Also, I'm watching the video. I'd 100% grab a glass and
Oh,
give it a
yeah.
whirl. Yeah, it's going down the street.
Worst
I
case,
mean,
it's sangria.
exactly.
You know?
It's
Right?
going down the
That's some orange.
street.
I mean, think
It's
about
on the road.
It wasn't a clean street to begin with.
No.
And it's certainly not any cleaner now.
It's only 2,000 people that live there. How dirty can it be?
exactly
Very dirty.
and they get rain,
Sure.
so it'll
Oh,
clean
yeah,
the streets
that clean
that way.
rain.
Why
I
would
might.
you want to?
Just to say I did. I mean, it would be so hard not to. It's right there. It's like, this is just wine. Bloop.
Yeah, absolutely.
know?
Yeah.
It would not be hard not to.
I'd have to try just to say I did.
Oh man, it is gushing. It is going.
Yeah, it's
or
so
at
fun.
the very least, you're hopping in like a little kayak.
Yes. Going down the
Right?
wine river.
Actually,
Yeah.
rewind. I'd like you to isolate your clip, and you'll see when you hear it how
Okay.
bad it was.
I don't know what I said.
It was gushing and you in a canoe.
Yeah. No.
Isolate that. But yeah, no, I think you guys would look like, because the video doesn't show anybody actually drinking
No.
any of it.
Well, no, nobody's going to own
Jenny,
up to that.
you drink a lot of water, right?
Well, some wine, not as much
No,
as I used
but you
to.
drink a lot of
yeah,
water.
I like red wine. Yeah.
Water.
Yeah, sure.
Water.
You drink a lot of water,
Yeah,
right?
I drink
You
a lot
do.
of water.
Yeah, and you
Like
love
you're
it.
saying, Jenny, you
No,
drink
no.
a lot of red wine. I
No.
was like, what?
And you love your water, right?
I do.
Yeah. Now, if it's raining outside, you don't go outside with a cup and just start putting it into puddles and drinking it.
Because water is not as expensive as wine.
Exactly. That's a silly comparison.
So that's the reason you don't do it.
It's more just the novelty of it. Like, look at this. It's a wine river. I must try it.
But isn't novelty seeing the
Yes.
wine river?
But you also have to
You have
just
to
have a little
drink from
taste.
it.
Yeah.
If-
Then why
if-
is there
if-
not one video of anybody doing that?
I'm sure you're
Yeah,
telling me that
let
no
me
one
dig
tried
deep.
that of the 2,000 people that live there.
I
Have
mean, I
you seen
agree.
it?
There is a
I
Brady
haven't seen it,
Jones
but
in this
of
town.
course
Yeah.
there
Yes.
is. Out of 2,000
Absolutely.
people, there's at least a Brady Jones.
Is there a morning hot tub in this
There
little
could be.
village?
Yeah, there could be.
Oh,
With a
imagine the
Brady
hangover,
Jones?
though. Maybe it wasn't like properly fermented or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Is
Did I
like
say
how far
properly?
along in the
That's
process.
the issue. Yeah.
Also, I said properly.
Properly?
Properly.
Properly.
You've been having that road wine.
The Portuguese morning hot tub is way more articulate.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
We have a guest on the banana phone.
Oh,
do?
yeah.
Yeah, we
Okay.
do. Is that okay with you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
Of
Rush, you're
course.
good with this?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Brady, who's on the banana phone?
Oh, guys, I am so excited to welcome Jennifer Billick onto the show. So Jennifer is an author, a very accomplished author, and also is a cheese psychic.
Come on.
This
now.
is not. Are you serious?
Yes.
This is
This
for
is
you,
happening.
Rush. I want you to enjoy this segment,
Thank
Rush.
you.
We booked this for you.
Yes, Jenny, if you could go get me a muffin or something.
Rush really needs to concentrate on the
Yes.
cheese psychic.
Yeah.
There's a cheese psychic. What?
Yes, Jennifer.
On the phone.
Say good morning,
Hi,
Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
I am so good now. This is amazing. Oh my God. I didn't know there was such a thing.
Yeah, so Jenny, I asked you in the
Yes.
last couple days to pick up some blue cheese.
Yeah.
And you did. You went and you picked your own blue cheese. I didn't tell you exactly what to buy. I didn't
No.
tell you what you needed. You went and you picked up your own cheese. I've sent a picture of that to Jennifer, and now she is going to tell your fortune
Oh my
based on
God.
the cheese that you selected. I'm going to bring the cheese into the studio so you can see it as well,
Okay.
Jenny.
But
Oh,
now,
this is
hang
so
on.
fun.
Before she gives us the psychic reading, Jennifer, how did you get into
Yeah.
this? How did you know that you were psychic, and how did you know to involve cheese in the mix?
I saw it in the cheese. No, I was starting a newsletter called Kitchen Witch about the intersection of food and witchcraft. It's on Substack, and I was trying to figure out a good way to promote it, and I Googled weird ways to tell fortunes with food.
Yeah.
And I found tyromancy, which is telling fortunes with cheese. And I love cheese and I love
yeah.
divination. So
Amen.
I immediately researched it and taught myself how to do it. And I've been doing it for a number of years
Oh
now.
my God.
I love
am
that there's
so excited.
actually a term for
Yeah.
it.
Seriously.
So is there a bunch of you cheese psychics out there?
I don't think so.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
Find
Seems
anyone
very
else.
unique, yeah.
Now,
So you could do this with other foods as well. You just chose cheese because you love cheese?
That's correct.
I
Yeah,
get
I
it.
can also read tea leaves, though, I'm a certified
Ah.
tea specialist. Yeah.
Okay.
so
this
have
is
you
so
ever,
neat.
before you revealed Jenny's cheese and what it's all about, have you ever revealed something about somebody else's cheese that's been like devastating to them?
Oh, good question.
Not devastating, but there were a couple of instances where someone was going to have a bit of bad luck.
Oh, all
okay.
Are you ready for this?
I don't know.
Here we go.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
I mean, I love psychics. I believe in all energy, all of that, and I love cheese. This is my
Because
jam.
we didn't tell Jennifer to hold back.
No.
If there's something
Okay,
bad,
no.
you're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
hear
yeah,
it.
That's okay. I'm ready for anything.
All
I'm
right.
open to anything.
Jennifer, please go ahead and share with Jenny about her blue cheese.
Okay, so I'm looking at your blue cheese, and the first thing that jumps out to me is that there's a big face on it. And if you're looking at it right now, you might be able to see it. It's got two eyes, a
Oh,
nose,
yeah.
and a mouth kind of leaning off to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the sideways mouth basically tells me, that there's something that is going on that you're maybe kind of trepidatious about, that you're not really sure. It seems like maybe there's some sort of decision presented to you that you're thinking a lot about, and you're off to the side of that. There's another kind of hole that looks a little bit like the shape of an ear.
Yeah.
Which means that you're getting a lot of input on whatever this might be, and it's important for you to remember to listen to that input and to take it into consideration. And if you look right above that ear-shaped spot, you can see there's another hole that kind of goes a little bit further down, or a little bit into the cheese, but not all the way through.
Yeah.
And that essentially means that you weren't really listening.
That I wasn't really listening. Oh, no, I get that.
That's Jenny on the show.
It
Yeah.
really is, yeah.
Does it say anything about her doing her banking at the same time? Maybe shopping on Amazon.
Okay, I love this.
Also,
Okay.
Yeah.
Jenny, do you see everything that she
Yeah,
said
I
on
can
this?
see
'Cause I'm
everything that
looking
she's saying.
at the same
Can you
slice
not
as
see
you.
the face with the side? See the eyes, the
I can
nose,
see
and
that.
then the mouth?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see that. And then the ear I can see, and the indentation. Is there more?
There is more.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
oh, good. There's more.
I love it.
Yeah, so you haven't really listened to whatever advice or thoughts were shared with you, and it kind of is going to cause a bit of a hiccup, because you can see the edge of the cheese is kind of indented in and cut out a little bit. So there's going to be a bit of a problem with that, but I think it's going to turn out well, because if you look to the right of that, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's a big shape that looks like a deer. So there's like two eyes, a little nose with a mouth, and then it's just kind of ridges in the cheese that kind of come up from where the face is that make it look like a deer.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do you,
I see
do you
that.
see it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So,
That's
so
Jenny
a good
speak for
sign.
like I don't see it at all.
Oh, I do. I see it, guys.
Okay.
I see the deer.
I I have
will
a
send you
question.
guys an annotated picture of the
Okay.
cheese.
Yeah.
So was it predetermined fate that Jenny would have picked this particular block of blue
Oh,
cheese?
great question.
Yes, that is a decision that she made for herself to pick this specific cheese. So it is a snapshot of right now
I
and
can't-
how
oh.
things are right now.
Okay.
Okay, isn't that interesting? Now, I just want you to answer. So this is going to be okay, this thing that you're talking about, though? It's going to be okay? The deer?
Yes. So if you look to the right of the deer, there's
God's sakes.
another little shape that looks like a shamrock.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
that's good.
Okay.
That means that, this deer, you've made a wise, thoughtful decision, and then it's
Sure.
going to turn out as
I
something
love it.
positive. The
Okay.
shamrock is good luck.
Okay, I can't even tell you, Jennifer, that the amount of time it took me to pick the blue cheese, which I never sit and think about cheese. But Brady just said, I need you to pick up blue cheese. And I was like, big, small, how do we need, like, what do we want here? And whatever. I stood at the grocery store, and I'm sure that the people in the cheese area probably thought I was trying to steal something. I spent so much time picking out the cheese.
All right.
This is my cheese. This is,
Okay.
I love this. This is
Yeah,
amazing.
I know you do.
Yes.
Jennifer, you're fantastic.
Oh, thanks. So
I
are you.
love it. Thank you. I just had my cheese psychic reading done, and this is
This is great.
I mean, really,
amazing.
your life
This
is
is
complete at
content.
this
it
point.
really is.
Jennifer, do you know any golfers that are ghosts? Because we'd like to bring that segment onto the show as well.
Also very Jenny.
Basically,
Yeah,
got
really
Jenny, yes.
awesome specific.
I know it's very specific, but that's Jenny. Well, thank you very much. And how can people get in touch with you? Because I'm sure people have cheese right now in front of them, and they'd like to get a reading. How do they do that?
Yeah, absolutely. They can go to kitchenwitch.substack.com, and I have a whole page dedicated to my cheese reading.
Oh,
Excellent.
I love it. It's
Great.
so fun. Oh, this is awesome.
All right. Thanks, Jennifer. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks so much. You
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you.
If you need me, I'll be eating blue cheese over here.
You're going to eat the deer?
Oh, no,
I don't know
I
that
don't
you
see
can do
the
that.
deer. I don't.
You don't see the deer? I'll show you, Brady.
You can't eat it.
I have
Why
the
not?
picture in front.
Maybe
don't
if I
know.
ingested all the things come true.
Do you want them to come true?
I want the goodness to come out of the me not listening thing.
Okay.
It sounds like someone's got to listen a little bit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady. Find the gang on their socials. Follow at Mahler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenny, and at Brady Jones Radio.
Okay, a woman known as Q was caught on tape. The visual of this kills me. Was caught on tape reportedly stealing an iPhone 14 Plus by chewing through an anti-theft wire.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Q can be seen browsing devices in this store, and after looking at a MacBook, she heads to the phones where footage shows her lifting the device to her mouth and then chewing through the cable.
Like a little ferret.
Yes, exactly. She then puts the phone into her bag and she leaves. Police caught up to her 30 minutes after the incident. She claimed she intended to buy the phone, but the price was too high.
Uh-huh.
So
Well, I like that, yes. I was going to buy that car, but the price was too much, so I stole it. That's a great excuse.
Well,
the teeth you'd have to
Yes.
chew through something like that.
well,
yeah.
now, she didn't do it successfully, right?
No, she
She
did.
did.
Yeah.
She
She
did?
Yeah, she did it.
I thought
Yes.
they caught her gnawing
No.
on it.
No, they caught her after.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, they
my
caught her
God.
after 30 minutes later.
Yeah.
She had it in her bag.
So it
Wow.
worked, and she was just on camera doing it.
also, she never heard of scissors.
You'd have to have really sharp scissors for that,
Yeah,
I
but
think,
sharp
don't you?
teeth.
No, but I don't think she. I think the issue was she probably went in intending to buy it, and it was
Yeah.
too much.
So
So she
she's
didn't
like-
go in with the plan of stealing it.
Right.
That was just a last minute thing. She didn't have
Yeah.
scissors with her.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
That would support her story.
Also,
I mean, it's still not a good story. It's not.
I don't want the used phone,
No?
honestly.
Yeah, aren't those phones a little different too? I didn't realize they were just like normal phones.
They are normal phones. They're just not. They have a mode. They have a display mode.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
They're also beat up and,
Yes.
and touched. And
Yeah.
I just, I would never want that
Cheaper
phone.
than $1,000 though.
Oh, I
know?
understand why
Yeah.
she did it. I
Yeah.
mean, she needed a phone.
Phone, yeah.
I get it, but I just like if you ever see a discount, like the display stuff. I never buy like a
Oh,
display
no?
anything.
I don't mind buying the display.
Really?
Especially if
depends
there's
on
a little
what.
nick and they're going to give me extra off.
Yeah.
It depends on what it is.
Yeah.
Sure, something like a dishwasher, like a washing machine. No one's used it. It's just
Exactly.
sitting there. Maybe gets
Yeah.
bumped into every now
Yeah.
and then. Whatever, you wash it and it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, it all depends on what it is.
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of knobs opening and closing the door on the
Right.
washing machine and
Yeah.
making it all loose. And
Like furniture and stuff, yeah, they get banged a lot, and I don't think I would want something that had been
furniture just gonna
assembled
get
by
banged around in your house
Yeah,
anyway.
but I don't want it, banged
Pre-banged?
before I get it. No,
Oh,
I
right.
don't.
Pre-bang.
I don't want it
If anybody's
pre-banged.
doing the banging, you're doing
Yeah,
the banging.
banging.
You're banging on that
You
couch.
do not want pre-banged furniture.
Like,
that
I
is for
remember
sure.
when I worked at a place that shouldn't have sold barbecues, but we did at the time. And we all, after work one day, had to spend like 3 hours afterwards assembling barbecues to sell them.
Right.
And with the care that we did putting these together, I never would have bought one
No.
because
Nothing
these were
pre-assembled.
very unsafe, I'm sure, but we sold them.
Yeah.
And I don't like things that are pre-assembled or demos and stuff, especially if there's a fire involved.
agree.
I just
Yeah.
no
Yeah,
thanks.
that's fair. If
I,
there's
I
any
wouldn't
sort
buy like a couch. I don't think because you got foreign butt
Yep.
on it. You got butt that you don't know. You know what
of-
I
Oh,
mean?
it's just
Yeah.
brief foreign butt,
Yeah,
though.
but it's still foreign butt.
still foreign butt.
It's not like sweaty foreign butt, like
we
sitting
don't-
naked
do you know
foreign
that?
butt. Well, I don't know. When's the last time you went into a furniture store and sat naked on a couch?
Don't ask Brady that.
Friday.
Well,
Yeah,
What day is it
don't
now?
ask
Somebody
Brady
hand me
that.
a
Brady,
candy.
No, I did it again
no.
Sunday.
Yeah,
So Sunday, it would be Sunday.
Don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about a bed then? You would or would not buy a showroom bed?
A showroom bed I would because
Oh, there's
oftentimes
so many
they're
people
covered.
lying down.
But they're covered
Showroom
again.
bed or showroom mattress? Certainly not a used mattress. I wouldn't do that.
Not
the
a
bed,
used mattress.
The bed maybe, but probably
What
not.
do you mean
think
the
I'd
bed
use the
frame
mattress.
is what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
Oh,
Like
a
the bed
frame,
itself, maybe. But the
Oh,
mattress,
yeah.
no.
No.
If it's a showroom in like a reputable
Yeah.
place, I have no problem buying a mattress that's been on
I
display.
remember during COVID, we went and tried to find a new mattress, and then they put down the thing like at a doctor's office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought, this is not
not
protecting
doing anything.
anything from anybody. What are we doing here? Like this thing.
No, it's doing
And
nothing.
then they said,
Yeah.
would you mind walking around with that in the store? And just using it on all the
Oh,
beds?
wow.
They didn't put a fresh one down on every bed. We had to just use the same,
same one.
thing. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And
and
did
then you're
it
not
crinkle?
doing it
The
properly.
crinkle,
yeah, and
you
it's
know,
breaking
that- oh,
and
yeah.
ripping apart, and
It
yeah,
was awful.
I
What a
mean, I
bad
understand what they were
experience.
trying to do.
I
but-
got COVID 7 times during that visit.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
All right, so Donny Osmond has been doing his thing, solo and with his family and his sister for decades. He is 65. Rush, were they like kid singers? Were the Osmonds known as like were they performing at 12? Like were they
Don't
like
know.
the Jackson 5?
They're just before my time, so I don't know.
before my time
yeah,
as well.
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah,
But
if they were, mid 70s, even 60s, they were like a thing in the 60s.
I don't know, were they kids or were they sort of, like, did they start at like 17, 18? I don't know.
I'm going to say younger,
Yeah?
but I don't know for
Okay.
a fact. All right,
They
anyway.
started in 1962, so yeah, they would have been.
I guess were
young.
they the Osmond family when they were young?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were the Osmonds.
And then they broke off as Donnie and Marie.
I think so,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, Donnie now is 65. And do you realize he just came out with this recently? In his 65 years on the planet, he has never cursed once in 65
No way. I don't believe that.
years.
I don't believe
He
that.
says, quote, never, because I never heard my father curse. He was tough, but he never swore. Obviously, I think the words. There are certain people I'd like to say certain words at certain times
Sure,
to.
yeah.
But I just think be like your dad, which is very
Okay,
nice.
so no, I don't believe it at all. I don't believe it. At some point, even when he was like a 16-year-old or like a 21-year-old, I'm sure he said the word. I'm
You
sure.
know, I have to go back in time, and I could pinpoint maybe 2 or 3 times. But my mom, I don't think has hardly sworn ever in her
no,
life.
my mom
Ever.
very rarely, but when she does, it hits.
Yeah, I bet it does, yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just think if you're going to make a statement like this, like, Donny Osmond did,
Yeah.
to make that, you'd think you're just asking for someone to say, yeah, no, I've heard him swear. So
Right.
I feel like he's
Now,
he's confident in it.
He knows this, that nobody will be able to produce a video or anything.
Sure,
Yeah.
I
And,
believe
and then
that.
if somebody, like if he said maybe ass one
Yeah.
time, oh, you see, like it depends
Yeah.
on what the swearing
Yeah,
is, I guess, right?
And what if he's singing along to a song? He's never sang along to a song in a car with a swear word in it.
he's saying no?
I don't believe
well,
it.
I don't think Donnie's listening to music that has a lot of
No,
swearing
not
in
really.
it.
What?
to be
No,
honest
he's
with
a
you.
huge Cardi B fan. He loves Cardi.
Okay, all right. I had forgotten about that.
Yeah,
That's
he was
right,
very
yeah,
open
with
about
the
that.
tattoo. I forgot.
Yeah,
that he,
I love
exactly.
Cardi.
So then my question to you guys is: do you think right now you could just stop? Like you could behave yourself and just not swear anymore till the end of time?
No,
Like, I could do it.
I
can
can
do it
try.
consciously.
I can try. It is funny how our brains sort of click on to like when we're on air.
Well,
'cause-
this is what I'm saying. We have
Yeah.
the ability easily to not swear.
for sure, but I feel way less expressive.
I'd
Like,
have to
I-
consciously do it.
Yeah.
And that would be tough to consciously do. But I think it
overall,
would get
Rush,
easier, right?
I don't think you're a big swearer either. You know
People
what I mean?
think that, yeah.
You're
Yeah.
not?
Are
Or-
you? I think you. Well,
Yeah, I swear a lot more, especially even in here, than you think I do.
Yeah.
We've had this conversation before. I have a weird way of swearing and putting in like F-bombs especially, where people don't notice that I did.
But I think
Yeah.
I think we do swear from time to time in here off the microphone.
Yeah.
But I
Oh,
think
yeah.
we're just doing it for comedic effect.
for sure. It's also very funny that like the contrast. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like a
Right.
swear word is more funny in here when we're not on air
Yeah.
because we can't say it on air. You know what I mean? It holds a little more weight.
Yeah, I agree. Like for me, most of the time, it's an adjective.
Sure.
So-
yeah.
I really am going to try and be conscious of
Yeah.
you. But even Jenny, I don't think Jenny swears that much.
No.
For comedic effect with us,
Yeah.
she might.
Yeah, on the golf course, she'll swear, but she'll
Yeah.
she'll in a good way too. Like if she hits a good shot, or if I hit a good shot, she'd say something to me. Who swears the most out
You.
of us? Me.
You.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
For
Is
sure
it
you.
a lot?
Yeah, well,
I don't
it's
really
enough.
notice it.
I would say you, probably then me, then Mahler, then Jenny.
Oh, I don't know. Do I? I thought I swear. No?
More than Jenny.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think you swear a ton.
No.
No.
Yeah, no, more than Jenny, but less than
Yeah.
Rush. I'd say you're right
Yeah.
in the
Well,
order.
regardless,
Yeah.
I am going to try my best not to live like Donnie because that would be too
Yeah,
hard.
it's a little too much.
But I'm going to try and dial it back if
Sure.
I can.
Yeah.
I just think it's a good thing.
But why? I don't feel like I'm putting negativity into the world. Like I'm not swearing in a negative way. I'm swearing
Because-
I'm punching things up.
Yeah,
You'll
'cause-
always
yeah.
insult at least one person. By not swearing, you won't insult
That's
anyone.
true.
I mean, you don't always insult someone, but I get I see
It
your
is.
point. Yeah.
It is less classy to be swearing all the
Yeah,
time.
but I'm not a classy guy.
No, that's true.
you know,
Yeah,
Nobody's
and that's
debating
okay
that.
with me.
You know what I want to see? I want
Yeah.
to put a camera like in your house.
Yeah.
When you and Sarah get hitched,
Yeah.
have your first child, and seeing the first couple years of that child, how long before you say your first swear word in front of the
Oh
child?
yeah. Well, when they're a baby,
Days.
it's fine,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, babies are fine.
Yeah.
But I mean, like when they're conscious that they repeat things,
that's a good-
it'll be interesting. to
Yeah.
see.
I
that will be
feel
tough.
I feel like that baby will be raised in a swear positive household.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I remember the first day where we swore in front of my parents. My sister said the F word in front of my parents at the dinner table. And we just glossed over it. And my heart dropped, but the conversation kept going. And I remember stopping everything and being like, wait, we're good now? We're in the clear?
Yeah.
Like, F, yeah.
How old would you have been?
I'm probably 17. So my sister would have been 20, my other one 23. And I remember that day
Yeah.
vividly. The floodgates were open, baby.
You
it
also-
was like, wow.
You're marrying Sarah, who's French.
Yeah.
And like words like the F word are not really a big deal to people that
No,
are French.
they're not, no.
So
It's
I mean,
the church swearing
yeah,
words, right?
Exactly.
Which again, you'll be doing less of that.
Sure.
And if she's dropping F bombs and that's not a big deal to her too, it may be a
Sure.
very swear positive household.
It might be. And growing up, my dad only swore in French
Yeah,
in
there
front
you
of
go.
us. Because,
Okay.
and he's super English, but that was just his way of getting around it, right?
Yeah.
But like little 17-year-old Brady, there once was a man from Nantucket. I have to do this Nantucket thing I've been sitting on for a long
I've been
time.
sitting on this bit forever, Mom and Dad. Hang on. You've never heard this one.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
All right, it's time to do this.
Let's get to know the morning hot tub just a little bit better. Now it's time for POV of the TUB on the morning hot tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
All right, we encourage no betting, no wagering on this segment, even though you want to play some money down on one of us. It's not worth it.
No.
Because none of it means anything.
No,
That's
it
what it's
doesn't.
about.
That's right.
Just our point of view on some topic. And we'll go around the room and see what everybody's got. This week, we're going to talk about hosting a show.
Yeah.
Whether it's a game show, a talk show, a reality show, whatever your favorite kind of show might be. In the news right now, oh, yeah, Drew Barrymore is going back to work
Yes,
Yeah.
she is.
with her talk show, and people are not liking that.
No, she's going back to work without writers, which
Yes. Well, that's what The View does, too.
yeah,
I
and
mean,
she could do that. But the other thing too is when you have guests on, they're not allowed to,
well, she won't have major celebrities.
no, she
on.
won't. And even
No.
if she does, they can't promote what they're doing because that sort of goes against
Right.
what the strike is about.
Right.
And then
so
can she not like prepare questions? Like how does that work?
Yeah, no,
Right?
she can
She
write
can
her own
write?
questions. Yeah, but I mean, she'll have chefs on and different things like that.
Yeah.
it won't be a lot about the new movie that's coming out.
Okay.
And then now Jennifer Hudson is coming back, and so is who's the other one has a talk show? Not Kelly Clarkson. There's somebody else.
okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
the Drew sort of led the way, and now they're all going, yeah, we're coming back
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, okay.
So
I
they're-
feel like this is sort of what the studios want and
Yeah.
not what the writers and actors want. So that's
Absolutely,
unfortunate.
yeah.
And the Daily Show is currently looking for a replacement since Trevor Noah left. So there's a lot of openings for talk shows
Yeah.
and everything else. So does everybody have their show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure do.
I'll start. I've been watching it for like 23 years.
Yeah.
I got to host Survivor.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
of
Once.
course. Yeah,
I mean, I want to go to the great location
Yep.
I get that.
because I know Jeff Probst stays at a swanky hotel.
Yeah, absolutely. He's not staying in a tent.
I know,
Totally. Yes,
exactly.
exactly.
So he shows up every now and again for
Yeah.
challenges, points, and yells for 5 minutes. Goes back to his hotel.
Oh, it's wonderful.
And I want to ask all the contestants all those questions and
Yeah.
see them melt down and
Yeah.
and fight and trade votes and everything
Right.
like that. I've just been fascinated with the
No-brainer.
show. I want to see how it actually all operates.
Sure.
yes,
Yeah.
Totally.
exactly.
I think you'd be really, really good at that too.
Yeah,
Oh, I think it'd be
you would
terrible at it,
No,
but
you'd
I'd
be
be-
really
No,
good.
I think you'd be great.
I might look indifferent a lot of the time.
Yeah, hey, Jeff Probst does that too.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. Yeah.
No, he's really good at it. And I'm glad he's never left the show. I'm
Yes.
glad he never
Yeah.
left the
Yeah.
the brand, you
You
know?
know what I like about him is he doesn't make it about himself.
No, he
No,
doesn't.
exactly.
He's,
Ever.
he's very. It's all
Never.
about the show, but he's
Yeah.
such a consistent. Like it feels like Survivor because he's there.
Yeah.
It would be different if it was someone
Very
else.
You're
true.
right.
Yeah. So there and I like the idea of just doing it for like 2 months and then I'm off.
Yeah.
Right.
Like doing a weekly talk show, it's 4 or 5 nights
It's
a
a
week.
lot.
I
It is
can't
a
do
lot,
that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a lot.
All right, so Rush, over to you for your POV.
Well, it was sort of difficult because I don't think I'd really want to host any of them. But if I had to pick one, for me, you got to stay in your world and what you're known for. I also like the idea of people thinking I know things that I don't necessarily know, and being the host of Jeopardy allows you to do that.
Okay.
Trebek was fantastic
Yeah.
at it. You assumed he knew the answer to
Yes.
everything. In reality, he likely did not.
Right.
Yeah.
I
But
bet you he did though.
you say things in an authoritative way,
Yeah.
and people just assume you know everything, which is sort of how I live my life. So, I mean, I think that would be a good fit for me.
You
And,
actually-
I mean, I've seen so many different people when they were looking for a
Yeah.
host. So many different people hosted it. I mean,
Yeah,
and if
you
they
could
could
do
do
it.
it, I could
For
do
sure.
it.
I think
I
you
can
could.
see
You
that.
actually wouldn't want like a gig hosting a TV show.
No.
That's so cushy. It's so great.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of
Oh,
work.
you work for like Mueller
No.
said, a few months a year, and then,
No, I mean, there's, but when you are working, it's a lot.
Time consuming.
Yeah.
but then you have 8 months off. Like that sounds amazing.
Ken Jennings is killing it, by the way.
He
He's
is-
he's
yeah.
really good
Yeah.
on
He's doing
that.
really, really well. Yeah.
And he crossed the line to do this too.
Yeah.
Because right now the new season's on, and all they're doing is asking old Jeopardy questions. They have
right.
nothing new to ask.
Yeah.
For him, though, he wasn't acting, and he's not promoting other things. Like, to me, this is different. What he's doing, Drew Barrymore is doing something different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's different.
Okay.
Jenny,
okay.
what do you say?
Oh, it was easy
Your
for
POV.
me. Yeah, definitely one of my favorite shows of
Oh,
all time.
can I
need
guess?
Sure.
Did you go with the Bachelor franchise?
No,
Oh.
no, didn't actually. Thought about it,
Oh.
but this just kept coming. I'm like, no, I would be better at this. I don't. The show's not on anymore, unfortunately. But if it was, Wipeout, obviously Wipeout. I would be I would be great on that. Like just. Actually, I feel like I would just laugh the whole
Would
time.
you
Yeah, I don't know that you would be a good host. All you would do is laugh at contestants.
Would you want to
Big
be
red
the like the
balls.
play-by-play person, or would you want to be the person interviewing them afterwards?
Well, we've heard Jenny's play-by-play.
It's
Yeah.
terrible.
It's not great.
It's so bad. Oh God, it's so bad. No, I'd have to do the interview
But
afterwards.
even when you interview, you would just laugh at them.
I know. Like, let's replay it again. Watch this. Do you remember doing this? Yeah, or Holy Moly.
The golf,
The mini golf
thing.
game
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might be better at that just
Okay,
because
so
I could do
a
play-by-play.
silly game show is what you want to
Absolutely.
host.
I
Right.
couldn't do anything serious. Like, again, Dateline would be my dream, but I want to be on Dateline. I want to be interviewed by Keith Morrison. That's different. I couldn't host
So
it.
you
You
need
wouldn't
to
wanna
kill
host it?
somebody? Is that what you're saying?
No, I just need to know somebody, which I hope that's
why
never
would
real.
you want to host Dateline?
I'm not a
They
good
would-
journalist.
But no, but there's Keith doesn't do a lot of journaling
think he
anymore.
does.
No, I think he's got a team around
yeah,
him.
Yeah.
Come on,
No.
Keith Morrison is not.
If I could borrow Keith based team, absolutely,
Yes.
I'd love
Well,
to
you
do
can do
that.
that, yeah.
For sure.
And they just feed you lines. That's
Yeah,
it.
then I'm in.
I love that
You just lean on things.
Yes.
We're playing the Wipeout theme. We're talking about Dateline.
So any of those 3 shows.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, fair.
Brady Jones, the POV of the TUB. Your last one up.
Yeah, I think, first of all great choices. And I would love to host a TV show. I think it would be so much fun. But what I particularly love, you guys know who Andy Cohen is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's at the end of Below Deck and a lot of other shows. And basically, all he does is he shows
Oh,
up at the
yeah.
end of these shows.
Yeah.
And he just stirs the pot.
Brady.
He just asks all those like really juicy, like nasty questions. And the way that he frames them is he says like George R on Facebook says, "There's no George R on
exactly.
Facebook."
No.
He's thinking of all these like
Yeah.
questions to get them to snap and to get them to go at each other. I would be so good at that.
You would be.
And it's all about framing it in a way that
You
you're
would.
not the bad guy.
Yeah.
You're just asking the question.
I just think that's the awful that is the awful part of society that we live in today.
Yeah.
I hate that
Sign
stuff.
me up, baby.
Yep.
No, but that's what reality TV is.
And he's very
and
good
they
at it.
know
He's
for
absolutely
sure.
very good at it.
And they're signing up for that. When they sign
Yep.
up for reality TV, they're signing
Exactly.
up for that
Yeah.
part of it as well. And I think, yeah,
They just
you
don't
would
know
nail
that they signed up for it until they
Right,
actually
until
deal
they-
with
yeah.
it.
I think there's also a way to present yourself, though, and a way to do it that's fair and to allow everybody the opportunity to talk and to speak their truth. I think I'd be okay.
And if
at it.
not,
Yeah.
just say it was George R. and blame
Exactly.
him.
Yeah.
But I think the difference is, and we're living in the land of make-believe and
Yeah,
all
of
course.
this,
Yeah,
but Andy's earned that spot to
Sure.
do that now
Yeah.
because he's been doing it with the housewives and all that for
Yep.
so many years.
Yep.
I think if you came across right away like that, people wouldn't like you.
Yeah, maybe
Like,
not.
you
You'd
would
have
come
to-
across
I
as
know
too
what
rough.
you're saying, but like I watch Below Deck. I don't know who Andy Cohen is. I don't watch anything else with him.
Right.
I know that most of the audience probably does have
Yeah.
some experience with him as
True.
a person, but I don't know. I find he does a pretty
He's-
decent
does
job.
He's
Good
got
job.
one of the most underrated talk shows on television.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is
yeah.
that good?
Oh, it's really because he asks these questions
Yeah.
of celebrities.
Totally.
Have you ever seen his segment where he plead the fifth?
No.
So they ask a celebrity
Hmm.
3 questions, and they can only plead the 5th on one question that they can't answer.
that's fun.
And
And
they
they're all
have to
super
answer the other
juicy?
2, and they're all juicy.
That's
Yeah.
really fun.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
I like
yeah.
He's
that.
very funny, too.
But he
can
is,
be very
yeah,
funny,
he
yes.
has a way of making himself be likable when he's doing this.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
it is very unique to him. Some people don't have
Yeah.
that charisma. He just does.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I just don't know if Brady has a charisma.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think the only the hardest part is watching all these shows. Like he has to
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
a part of
Exactly.
every reality show.
That
that's
wouldn't
on
be
Bravo.
tough. You'd have no problem doing that.
If that was my full-time job,
Yeah.
fine. But I
But once again, I think
don't
he's got
care.
a team that just hands him everything.
Yeah, but you
or
have
says
to be.
you need to watch this scene, this scene, this
Yeah,
scene.
exactly.
Like he's
Here's
doing
a
what I
highlight
did.
reel.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
Maybe,
it.
but you have to know a lot of things. You need to know all the background. You need to
Yeah.
know the storylines and everything, or otherwise you're
'Cause-
not going to have good follow-up questions.
Yeah, I was going to say, being fed a line only gets you to the first part. Whatever
Guys,
they respond.
I
Yeah.
just watched Vanderpump Rules in like a month and all 10 seasons. Not proud of it. Anyway, I think it was 6 weeks. But no, and the first couple of seasons, you watch it to get to know the characters, you understand that kind of thing. By the 5th season, I could blow through an episode in about a third of the time because there's so much nothingness until you get to the juice, right? Like,
Yeah.
so I'm sure that's what they do for him. They blow through a bunch of stuff he doesn't
Guaranteed.
need to
Yeah,
see,
probably,
and
yeah.
only the good meaty stuff does he get a video of.
Yeah.
He's not watching them, wash the boat.
Right. No,
he's
exactly.
not,
No, that's it. Yeah.
There you go, the POV of the TUB.
If you like what you just heard, tell someone. They can listen to the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady wherever podcasts are found. And if you didn't like what you heard, that's cool. Cool. All right, yeah.